All right, so I'm trying to go to sleep. I can't go to sleep. Um, I feel like I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have my Bible open right now. You know what? I'll go over a verse, bro. This how I look at it, right? Proverbs 8:35. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. And I think that is very divine in a way. I've been having these real conversations with myself as of lately. Just the inner work, because you know what's so important, right? For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor in the Lord. You know what I really think about that verse, bro? I think we're all made in the image of God. We're all made. And it says, for whoever finds me finds life. In my opinion, I think that contributes to what I'm going through right now. Finding me. Now, this isn't egocentric. This isn't that. But it's like I'm searching for the divine inside of me. The faith, the love, the characteristics of being able to stand up to the long suffering, right? You know, like all these different versions. Gosh, bro, I just really want to just love myself, bro. And the thing about it is I get to these points and I'm loving myself even more. And then it's like, how do you explain that to people? How do you explain that I don't really care about negativity anymore? How do you explain that I know my life is changing? How do you explain that to people? Because like me working a job that I didn't want to work, and then me getting to the position where I'm like, I left because I wanted to find God. I wanted to find faith in myself. I want to find the strength and the love and the things that God said he will do for me by saying and showing up by saying, hey, I had faith. Man, when I tell y'all, bro, I didn't know how my life is gonna go. See, I had somebody say to me today, is the inner you, you know, the inner workings of you. How? Are you sold on you? Are you sold on the fact that you're capable of making X, Y, and Z money, right? And mind you, we all talk about money, but we talk about it in different ways. If you talk about it in lack, you're going to see lack. If you talk about it in abundance, you're going to see abundance. You know, I always think to myself, I always say there's money around me now. Whether it's a penny or a quarter. I'm not saying these things. Like, I want you guys to recognize that I'm not saying these things because I'm like, yeah, I want to be, I'm going to have all the money in the world. No, I actually believe it, right? I actually believe in this dingy shirt that I got on right now, right? I don't even want to live in a sense of fear, in a sense of doubt, in a sense of judgment. I don't even want to live there. I don't even judge myself anymore, bro. And that's where I'm really at right now. And that's why I really think this verse speaks so much to it, is because whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. So whoever finds me, so when you're searching in the word, when you're trusting and keeping faith in the word, but also saying, well, I'm going to change my POV because I know my family probably doesn't have the same POV. I know my friends don't have the same POV. I know I may not be cut, but right now I can be like, oh, maybe I'm in the wilderness. And that's what I felt. I felt like I was in the wilderness. I felt like I'm like searching, I'm searching for the God's grace. I'm searching for God's good. And I'm getting to a point where I'm like, bro, every single day I'm blessed. I don't even care anymore. I don't even care anymore because I know everything's going to work out. I know God gives me strength every single day. I know I am who I say I am because I am told me that I am. Fact. And that's why I feel like this verse feels so deeply. I feel so deeply profound. Like it I feel it in my soul, in my spirit, in the way I speak. It says in Proverbs 8, verse 7, my mouth speaks what is true, for my lips detest wickedness. I'm speaking that right now, bro. Like, I said, bro. I'm speaking that, though. My lips, the things that I say about myself every single day. You know, today it was raining today. And I'm like, yo, you know, I'm over here delivering packages and stuff. And I'm thinking, like, man, I hate this, bro. I said, nah, I gotta do what I gotta do. See, the thing about me, and this is why I know, right? You know, I usually had, I had this one teacher tell me, he's like, one day you're gonna have a story to tell. I still believe that. I still hold that true, but I'm flipping it now. I am the story to tell. It's not one day. It's that I am every single day telling my story. And that's the purpose about this, man. Because if we can't get to the point where you are the purpose, where you are the story, where you are the things that are connecting to people, like, look, I have so much self-belief, right? I was thinking, like, okay, he was talking to one of my friends. He was talking and he was just saying, like, yo, you know, you got to set your goals, right? You know, but be realistic. When I say realistic, you know, just have this idea of saying, well, let's say if I'm trying to make $500,000 within a week. You know, they say, hey, choose a goal that's super scary for you. But if you're choosing a goal that's super scary for you, you're already in a low vibration of fear and judgment, of doubt, right? How can I do this? Can I really do this before I go to sleep? Can I really do 500,000 a week? Is that possible? And you probably never made that amount of money before, right? So it's like, hey, if you made 1,000 times it by 30 days, go ahead, do that. That's your new benchmark. $30,000 within a week or $30,000 within a month. That's how we're gonna set our goals. Once you hit 30,000 times 30, that's the new benchmark. And that's how you evolve. But it's like you have to reach to this level of understanding and trust of saying, well, I have to find the inner version of me that's capable of that. Now, when we talk about finding the inner version of you that's capable of that, you have to look at it from a POV where you're saying, hey, I'm intentionally finding me. I'm finding the Lord inside of me. That's what's powerful. So when I think about, when I was in that car driving, I'm like, bro, it's raining. I hate this. But I'm like, I'm doing this for the Lord. Because I know this is that point in this is rocky moment. I will succeed. There's nothing holding me back. As much as I've worked 7 jobs since I left school. I quit all of them because every single one of them came me back to a point where I'm like, yo, I gotta trust God with this process. Man, I went to Paris without no job, yo. Like, those things are possible. Life, all this is possible. You know, you can talk about, I'm like, damn, I made $100,000. Fire. And I lost it all. Thank you. I was uncomfortable, thank you. But it is a thank you. And I just want to look at this and think that my maturity level of learning how to operate, I can do better. I'm growing, and I'm knowing that my POV is different now. 3rd time's a charm. And it's like, if I gotta do it, I gotta do it, but I'm not gonna be afraid of doing it. So this is what I'm saying. You gotta go find you. And I'm not even saying this. Let me repeat the verse that's saying this. Proverbs 8:35. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. So search him in the word. Then search yourself. Ask yourself questions. Ask God questions. Ask him to reveal those things. Go find him. Go knock on that door. Go look for those answers. And I promise you, you're going to find answers. I didn't want to make this video. I wanted to go to sleep, and I couldn't go to sleep. Because in my back of my mind, I'm like, yo, you know, I'm like, I'm still alive. I still got to go back to work tomorrow. I only got a couple hours that have been up probably for the next 18 hours, you know, right now. But I'm grateful for this because I know that for the first time I feel like I'm working. I'm getting my stuff together. But not only I'm changing my mindset because I have my faith in someone that has profound love for me. And the thing about it, and this is my most important thing that I really want you guys to take away from this, is that there's love. You know, in this verse, he says, for whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. In that is love. Because God is love. God is all-knowing, but also he has been by your side the entire time. And what is that? I look at relationships, and I love this right now because I love the fact that I'm looking at relationships in a sense of love. I want to move in the same way Jesus loved his people. How God loves his people. Because God gave his only son for us. And you're telling me you can't have, I mean, mind you, it's different. Abraham tried to pull the same thing. But it's that love. You gotta be confident in that. And man, I'm confident to say that my life is changing because I'm finding him inside of me. And I'm seeing that love for myself, where I can naturally and just speak on this and just be grateful for what I'm seeing right now in my life. And that's what the world needs.